Hey y'all, welcome
Hey
back to
everybody.
Myers Paranormal.
It's good to see y'all today. Hopefully everybody's doing good.
And y'all had a wonderful Monday.
Let everybody jump in. Get the comments up here and
I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend.
oh yeah. It was a really nice weekend this weekend.
Yeah.
The sun was out and nice and warm. Get out and work in the yard, get ready for spring, even though then the cold come back, seems like it, but let's see the ding.
Hey, welcome in.
Welcome in. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for coming in. We sure do appreciate it. Welcome. Last week we missed the live because, of course, I had the midnight shift and had to go to sleep early. Had to go to sleep at 4 p.m. I could get up at 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, whatever time it was. I had to get up and go to work, and then got at work and was sick the rest of the day, so I didn't even do my own live Wednesday, but we luckily got a video out Saturday, and this I'm working on one now. Got it to go, and can't wait to dig into this today's creature coming out of the book we got here, and of course we got the internet dug up too, so we can get some info going.
And I watched some videos.
Yeah.
Interesting topic.
So,
got a few what do you call it? A few stories about it, legends about it.
yeah, I have some
What people
documented
think about it.
some documented encounters on here that I'll pull up and share, where we kind of get into the whole JerseyDevil creature and where it came from. It comes from a super creepy area too. We'll talk about it. So, oh wow, Dan! Thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Welcome.
Thank
you so much.
And thank you for becoming an official ghost nerd.
Yep. Hashtag ghost nerd. Shout out to you, and give everybody a few minutes to come in here, and then we'll dig in on the topic. And
I guess we'll call you a super ghost nerd.
Yeah,
because everybody that just subscribes or hang out is a ghost nerd.
Yeah. Abigail, I got her case open, and I put a cat toy in there, and I was gonna put a flashlight in there, but I couldn't find one. Well, thank you so much. Sure do appreciate it. And folks at home that get to come back and watch later, we sure do appreciate you.
Yeah.
Coming in and liking the videos and leaving us a comment, telling us what you think about it, and sharing us out to all your friends, and just having a good old time doing it. And I think it's kind of cool that the Abyss Paranormal has actually started their own talk show talking about this very thing. Cryptids.
That's awesome.
So that's kind of
neat. I love getting to hear everybody's point of view about the legends.
Yeah.
And the cryptids.
Some of them's a little hard to believe, but you know, we just go through it and take what we want and leave what we don't.
And there's so many different point of views about the legends, and whatever you want, side you want to believe on each legends is fine.
Yep. So, and well, it's been 5 minutes. All right. So I guess we'll kind of dig in here.
And the ones watching at home, if it's Stephen didn't say, welcome in, and
yep.
Hope y'all had a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Monday.
The JerseyDevil is one from the northern regions of the United States, from New Jersey. The south part of New Jersey is called the Pine Barrens, a little town. What is the name of that town? I got it right here. I was just reading that. It's like Buren or something like that. It's the name of the little town. But the Jersey Devil also has another name that you may find under folklore, and it's the Leeds Devil. And it gets that name because of the creature was supposedly born in 1735 in a little area known as Leeds Point in the southern part of New Jersey. Mother Leeds was pregnant with her 13th child and dreading it. Just, she's had enough children. She actually cursed this one. And it even says on one side over here that she actually, Burlington is the name of the town. But it says that in her anger or distinguish for the child as she was birthing it, it said, "Let the child be the devil." It's what she's rumored to have cursed the little boy or little girl or whatever it is. And it says that it came when it was delivered. It was a monster, had a horse face, a goat's head, with a long neck and horns, with leathery bat wings and a forked tail, with 2 legs and hooves. It was a very angry creature. And it's told that it attacked everyone in the room, and it went up the chimney like a reverse of Santa Claus, and went into the Pine Barrens. And now the Pine Barrens is 1 million acres of coastal pines near the southern coast of New Jersey. The site is known for being popular for shipbuilders and iron ore processing and glass making, and it being so desolate and isolated, moonshiners quite often had their stills there. It's even told that the mafia used it as a place to get rid of bodies. And with all the crime and things going on there,
Bud Files.
The land was cursed.
Hello, Bud Files. Having a wonderful day.
Welcome. It's so good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. And it's just told that over the years, there were just sightings here and there. But the first recorded sighting comes in 1820 when Napoleon's own brother Joseph was hunting in his Boardington estate. He happened across the monster. The next sighting was in the 1840s when several livestock killings and strange attacks began to happen. Same in 1841, more of the attacks and strange screams were told to be experienced. And next, in Greenwich Township, December of 1925, a local shot an unidentified animal in an attempt, as it attempted to steal his chickens. He then photographed the corpse and claimed that none of the 100 people he showed could identify it. July 27th of 1937, an unknown red-eyed creature seen by residents down in Downingtown, Pennsylvania, compared it. The Jersey Devil. See, was compared to the. Oh, okay. They compared it to the Jersey Devil. Janet.
Welcome in, Janet. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for coming in. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you. Thanks so much.
And Rose, thank you for coming.
Good to see you. Thanks so much for coming. Thank y'all so much for coming in. It's good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. And it's told in 1951.
Let me see the book.
Oh yeah, there's a photograph of it.
What they think it looks like. If y'all can see it.
I see a group of boys in Gibbstown, New
Thank you
Jersey,
for dropping the links for us.
claim to have seen a monster watching them, and it matched the description of the Jersey Devil. And claims of a corpse watching matching the Jersey Devil arose in 1957.
You know there's still more?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
In 1960, tracks and strange noises could be heard near Mays Landing. They were claimed to be from the Jersey Devil. And during the same year, merchants around Camden offered a $10,000 reward for the capture of the Jersey Devil, even offering to build a private zoo to house the creature if it was captured. So
you think about trying to capture that thing?
Heck no. I wouldn't even want to really get near it.
People try to go hunting for it all the time. I see on videos. Like, I don't know. Like, we want to go look for Bigfoot, but that kind of crazy too.
Yeah. It said that starting in January the 16th all the way through the 23rd of 1909, hundreds of people claimed to see a strange flying beast with cloven hooves tracks in the snow all over southern New Jersey, even across into the border of Pennsylvania. A city councilman was awakened in the night by something beating at his door and the sounds of wings in the air. So he looked out a second story window and saw a line of two-legged footprints in the snow on his roof. Other people heard strange creatures in the same night and saw more hoof prints, even witnessing the thing itself flapping in the night sky. It says, meanwhile, just across the Delaware River in Bristol, Pennsylvania, a police officer got close enough to shoot at it. And a postmaster described the monster as a crane-like with long wings, horn head of a ram. Even claimed that it glowed with an unnatural light. A liquor store owner saw something of an eagle-like creature hopping on the ground outside of his window. And it says its cry was as a phonograph record scratched, combined with a factory whistle. Got to say hello to May. Welcome in, May. Thank you so much for coming in.
Hey, May, welcome in.
Sure, good to see you. Thank you so much.
I hope you had a wonderful weekend and had a wonderful day.
It says it didn't take long for everyone in Connecticut to connect the sightings of the old folk tale to start screaming the Jersey Devil. Schools and businesses across the region shut down. Can you believe they actually shut down schools and businesses because of a creature?
I heard they had curfews too.
Mm-hmm. Hunting parties were formed, and people in fear, they armed themselves. So one person took advantage, and he was a publicist for a dime museum. He got his hands on a live kangaroo and painted green stripes on it, attached cardboard wings to its back, and exhibited as the Jersey Devil in the museum. Can you imagine going to a museum with it? We've captured the Jersey Devil, and it's just a painted kangaroo. Dang, that's crazy.
And I bet they paid a good penny for it, and then it came out, it's just a kangaroo.
Let's see. One man claimed that in their drive through the Pine Barrens, they saw old graffiti ruins, dirt roads lined with crosses and countless pine trees, but no Jersey Devil.
Oh, yeah.
So strange.
Yeah, they're probably not stopping it just with the gun.
No, I don't think so. So if you ever are in the area of the Pine Barrens and some of those little museums, you'd be surprised what you'd find. People with like footprint molds and photographs and all kinds of stuff. Let's see. There's one that has a wooden statue with a skull-like head topped with the antlers, with brown furry body, red and black wings, and red barbed tail. I wouldn't know what to do with it myself. Just
what would we do if we came across Bigfoot?
Run away, because that thing's huge. But the Jersey Devil's certainly an interesting little creature. I mean, to be told to come from a woman and it sounds more like a demon type thing than it does a cryptid.
Well,
she cursed her baby and it come out looking like a demon.
Well, I saw this one video today about a scientist claimed that him and the team went out and they was looking for it and they didn't see nothing, and then they saw bats, and the first few bats was all mutated. And they went looking and they found the cave, and there's these. First they found the small bats, and then they seen bigger bats and saw that they're all mutated. The wings are mutated and all that, and they're like, this could be it. And they couldn't find out it was a fungal they was eating and making them mutated.
And
their head was all mutated, like the wings and their feet. But even though they're the big bat, how did they get? They never found one bigger than their species. So
yeah, well,
that's what I'm thinking. They all mutated, but they never come upon one that as big as people are claiming to see.
They could, like fishing stories, they tell that
it could be
it's this big, but in reality it's a small creature. So and you can tell one person what you saw and you might have saw a chicken with its leg backwards, and by the time they tell 50 people, you saw the Jersey Devil.
So it could have been just in bats, but we don't know with these folk tales.
Mm-hmm. And it dating back to 1735, that's soon to be 300 years. You know, stories can change a whole lot in 3 centuries. Like, that's a long time. And I think that's actually one of the oldest creatures in here.
And like I said in the beginning, and I always say that there's so many to every story we go upon cryptids. There's so many stories to these.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know which one to pick, but whichever one you pick is not going to be wrong, or you can decide which one to believe.
Mm-hmm.
So whichever one y'all believe is fine, and we'll believe what we believe.
Yeah. Makes you wonder, you know, was this whole thing just made up so that somebody could, you know, make some money off of it? Let's see. I asked you before, what's the name? Oh, okay. Oh. It's the United States of Cryptids, a tour of American myths, monsters, and by J.W. Oker.
The lights in the way.
There. And I'm using this, and of course Wikipedia can, you know, and going back and forth. This book had a few sightings, but Wikipedia had a lot.
And then I did my own research.
Mm-hmm. And there's so many different creatures to get into. J.W. Hewitt's Oker or Ocker? It's Ocker. I'm not sure how you say that, but it's very interesting. That's for sure. I went all the way down to Books A Million 2 hours away to get this, and they didn't have it, so I went on thriftbooks.com and got it for free shipping and $16. So if you ever have a book that you want and you know it seems kind of like it's really high, go check out thriftbooks.com and put it in there. And I got this book $3 off. It was brand new too. It was still in the wrapper when I got it. So, but it has like cryptids from all 4 corners of the United States. So.
There's even a cryptid that popped up when I was watching the video. I saved. It was from Appalachian Mountains. I don't know if it's in here, but I saved it for later.
You know what the name of it is?
No. It had like worms popping out in its mouth.
Because there's a whole list right here.
I'll have to look it up.
But I think the next one we'll get into kind of jumping around, going from the north.
That's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Tell her, well, congrats.
That's awesome. But I think the next one we're going to get into is the Rougarou, the Cajun werewolf. So I think that's the next one. So we're kind of jumping from the north, then we'll go down to the south, and maybe we'll pick one from the west the next time, which there's quite a few here. Just randomly pick one from the west, and then we'll do one from the mid-east. We'll just jump around until we get them all covered, I guess. Well, hi, Mona. It's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Hope you're having a
wonderful week.
Sure do appreciate it. Yeah. Sure is. Does he like Cajun food? Probably. But I think that's one we'll get into next. The Cajun werewolf. The Rougarou. I think we'll do it, and then we'll just jump around till we. So we got a whole list in here that we can do and cover and have a good time doing it. So, I really enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Strange creature, and especially you think these creatures just pop up and you don't know where it came from or anything, but it's told this one came from a woman. That's the strangest thing ever. I wouldn't know what to do if a lady cursed her baby and this thing popped out. That'd be the scariest thing. And there's so many different creatures out here that could be mistakenly during the night think it's a creature. There's birds that has some of the strangest things. What does that say? Please hit the like, not subscribe. Thank you. Thanks so much. We sure appreciate it.
Yeah, we're so close to 900.
Yeah. Sure enough. But don't know what I would do if I saw. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'd do either, because that's pretty creepy. And you can go on, like, say, YouTube or something like that and just punch in videos of creepy sounding creatures, and some of the sounds that come out of those animals, if you heard them at night, Lord have mercy, you pass out. But
like, do I run? Do I hide? Because you're in trouble if you don't run. You're in trouble if you run. They probably can find you.
Yeah.
You do if you don't.
I'm actually working on a story right now. You remember the Orange Beach Cemetery we went to, Bear Point?
Yeah.
I'm working on that. Speaking of strange occurrences and creatures, Orange Beach is just basically like a bayou area, like other than the beach. And there's a point where the salt water and fresh water meet, and they called it Bear Point because it was full of blackberries. You'd have never thought blackberries would be that far down. I wouldn't, because blackberries always live in the mountains. And that's in a video coming up, I think. That's one of the cemeteries we went to where we found that in the sign. Hi, Sean. Good to see you.
Welcome in.
That catfish he caught 2 days ago was huge. It was like this long.
I'm ready to go.
Big old catfish.
I'm ready to go fishing.
Monster. I want to go to the lake because there's a cemetery there. I have a pinpoint at our local lake that has a cemetery in it. We'll have to walk around to get to it, but man, I want to so bad. That way we can have a new cemetery deep in the woods to film. Part of it is a road, but then there's part of it's just an old trail you have to walk. You have to go all the way down to the back end and go back across.
This time we're fishing a lot. Last year I only got to go fishing once.
So. Running with my pants. Hi, that's funny. You trip. You fall on your face. But Bear Point in Alabama. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. That's it. Bear Point. It's just right 5 minutes away from Orange Beach. We went to that cemetery there, and I'm kind of doing a video on the story of Bear Point. It's real neat. The Bear Point's actually a land grant from the Spanish-American War of 1812, I think. It's pretty neat. I There really ain't very much information other than what's on that sign, but oh yeah. The cemetery, it's only, I didn't realize it was that small, but it's only 1/4 of an acre. And it doesn't look like there's maybe 25 graves, but apparently there's a lot of unidentified graves there. And I was reading too, there's graves of 2 sailors that washed up in a shipwreck. They were dead. They were inside the boat that they washed up on, but they were found dead, and they didn't know who they were. And then there's also a family of 5 that died during the Spanish flu outbreak in 1918, and they didn't know what their name was either. They just buried the family, put rocks on their grave. Of course, Civil War soldiers and everything else. So, pretty neat. Went out today, a few bites. No fish. Dang, that stinks. Love your inspiration in that one's love happening. Right. Hi, Wendy. It's good to see you. Thanks so much for coming in. Welcome.
Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, I'm ready for another night one. It's just been so cold.
Yeah, we've also had so much going on too. But now that springtime's finally making its way, I cannot wait. Oh my God. Got to cut the ground up for the garden spot, and it's not a freaking desert because it's so dry this year. It's actually nice. Tomorrow I'm going to try to go over there and rake the grass out and recut it again. I like spring. I'm ready to get out. I've already been in my flower bed once. I need to get out there and do the rest of them. Got some angels and all kinds of stuff. Not angels, fairies.
My plants are ready to go back outside.
Did your cactus seeds ever pop up yet? Or did you
Not yet. They're still in between.
But
they probably want real sunlight.
Yeah. Good warm day and sunlight. Clock's up this weekend. Means we lose hours sleep, don't it? That's not fun. I need extra sleep, not less. But I always enjoy getting to look into these different cryptids that we're doing because they're very interesting. Some of it's like just almost too much to believe, but some of it's like really interesting. Like the JerseyDevil, who would have thought that started with a woman's birth? That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Yup, it's crazy what she did.
Angry, more sleep.
Agree, more sleep.
Yeah.
When we go to bed.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta shut up long enough. Oh, did y'all see this sign right here? That's cool. That come from Temu. Good vibes only. Yeah, I actually covered the Bell Witch. Let me go back to Ace. Hi, Ace.
Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Wonderful day.
Good to see you. I actually covered the Bell Witch story over on the Myers Tells Appalachia channel. We dug into that one pretty good. That's a strange story too. But now they've gotten ridiculous. Used to you could go investigate for little to nothing. Now they want thousands of dollars. And it's just crazy. And I'm just like, nope, not interested. It's a neat story though. I still think one of my favorite all-time places that we've ever investigated is one of two places. is the Witch of Hines Road Cave. You know, we went inside that cave.
Yeah, I'm ready to go back to
that place was awesome. And then, of course, none other than the Octagon Hall.
Yeah, that's calling me back. Eventually, hopefully, we'll get to go everywhere we want to go, investigate.
Mm-hmm. I like to just go to Gettysburg. You don't have to pay to get in anywhere. Just investigate in the streets in the middle of the night. You'd be surprised what you get. So, but just having the week away was great. We didn't do any investigations, did we?
We did a few.
Oh, okay.
We hit the cemeteries and then the night investigation at the beach.
The investigation inside the cave, that was 2 years ago. It wasn't last year.
No, yeah, it was 2 years ago.
It was 2 years ago. And it was crazy. We got confirmation of the story. You'll have to go back and look because it's truly interesting.
And they was more interesting in answering with the K2 meter than.
Mm-hmm. We went to the place where the witch supposedly dumped the bodies at and where she actually done the crime. We got to go to both places and they both had the same answers, but we had the cat toys going off. We had the K2 meters going off. We had flashlights going off and on. It was awesome. So the story's interesting and the investigation was even better. I would love to find the cave, but the cabin. I'm not even sure if it exists anymore or not, but supposedly the cave is actually supposed to be posted as no trespassing.
But when we looked, we didn't see any.
There was none when we went, so we went ahead and went in there. But yeah, there are so many spirits walking the area during that tragic war. 3 times. Just going once would be fine for me. That'd be great. But I think the story of the Witch of Hines Road is actually on my channel.
But the investigations.
But the investigations are on this one. I think it's around the time that I started my channel. It's one of the very first videos there, the Witch of Hines Road story. And it's really cool getting to write a story. And me too there, Wendy. Love Civil War places. Getting to go to Fort Morgan was so cool.
Pizza.
Yeah, pineapple and hot sauce pizza.
Yeah.
Hot pepper, okay.
Yeah.
But super cool to be able to write about a place and then go to the place and actually see with your own eyes.
What do you feel about the fort? You wrote about the fort, didn't you?
Yes, I wrote about the fort. And here's the crazy coincidence about the fort. I wrote about it, and then we went to Octagon Hall, and on the way back, we got taken to the courthouse square where one of the cannons that used to be at the fort is now. We got to see it, and then we got to go to the fort too. So that is the coolest thing. So Petersburg, Virginia. One of the most disturbing places. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, somebody's trying to talk us to go to the Virginia prison
Oh
and
yes,
investigate.
I would love to do
Maybe
that.
one day we'll get up there.
The West
It's a long
Virginia
ways.
Sanatorium or whatever will be cool too.
It's like 13 hours.
6.5 or 8 almost killed us. Fort Morgan.
Yeah, but we made an hour detour to go to Buc-ee's for the first time.
Yes. And actually Octagon Hall actually has part of the Underground Railroad tunnels there still, but you're not allowed to go into them because
they're not safe.
They're not safe spiritually or physically. They say that there's some mighty dark things down in those. Oh, okay, cool. Wendy girl was born and raised in Virginia. Yorktown a lot. Oh, cool. But some pretty neat stuff. I love writing and researching history, and especially the states that have Appalachia running through them.
We need to just get up to Georgia and just go to the...
Oh, yeah, where Old Green Eyes is there. What is that battlefield? Fort Oglethorpe, whatever the heck the name of that battlefield is anyway. It's like an hour from here, not even. We've been to a few of the ones in Chattanooga. That's kind of cool. I got to go to the Civil War cemetery there while Hope was in the intensive care unit. I got out and walked a little bit and went to a cemetery just right down the road. So,
what was that one we started on the way back?
Oh, the National Cemetery?
Oh.
Yeah. That's where they bury modern day veterans. World War I, II, Korea and all that. Iraq, all them. So, had fun. Had a good time. But Civil War is one of the coolest things. We've been to a couple places involved in that.
But that was, the fort was like the first real fort we've been to. We've been to the just dirt mound fort.
Yeah.
Close by, but
that one was actually has rock walls and all kind of stuff. But yeah, we've been to 3 or 4 little forts. One of them was just where it was mounted up, but the fort itself was gone, and like the Fort Payne, which is 15 minutes away from us, not even. It's just a little tiny 1/4 acre park. So I like old places like that. Lots of stories, lots of spirits lingering around, makes some mighty good investigating. But folks, we sure do appreciate y'all coming out tonight, hanging with us, and having such a good time. And Dan, thank you so much for becoming that official Super Ghost Nerd channel member. We really do appreciate that. That's mighty kind of you. And Janet, you as well. Thank you for joining our memberships. We really appreciate that. You guys are awesome.
We thank all the other ghost nerds that coming
and
out.
our normal ghost nerds.
Hanging out and supporting us.
Mm-hmm. And if you're new here and you see some names that you've never seen before, go check them out. 'Cause like I said, Native Wildman has an awesome channel, and Face the Ace, the Roses, and Wendy, everybody's got some awesome stuff. So if you haven't connect and want to check it out, because there's some really, really cool stuff. So we appreciate y'all coming out, and we look forward for next Monday to talk about the next creature, which will be the Rougarou. And as far as the videos coming out, I think I still have to schedule them. I do not remember what they are. It may be the Orange Beach Cemetery, but I don't know. I'll have to look. So Either way, look for a video Wednesday and Saturday, or is it Friday? Wednesday
It's
and Friday.
Friday on mine.
Wednesday and Friday, we'll have 2 videos coming out from our little trip to Gulf Shores, cemeteries, and some of them are on the way back. But either way, guys, until next week, we will see y'all later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Thank you for stopping by.